are setting tonight with the lights of downtown Atlanta shining in the background. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. We'll take a look at the Hawks. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference. And checking out New York, 10 games behind.
Well, I think for New York, they've got to make some changes at the end of the season. That much is clear. Not sure whether that goes for the coaches or the players or both, but something has got to change.
For me, the decision makers have a lot of tough choices to make. They also need to look in the mirror because they're the ones who assembled this team.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Smith is out there with Barrett. And it's Dotson in at the 3 spot. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5. So Atlanta will get the first possession. And Smitty, once again, teams are switching defensively more than ever. As a side benefit, does that help defenders, you think, preserve some energy and some stamina for the game?
Yeah, I think it does, Kevin. I really think if you have the personnel to be able to switch. Some teams don't, and I think they're copycat leagues. And you see the championship level teams switching, so you think you can. There are some teams, they just got to flat out come out and trap, rotate, and understand, give up shots to guys that you don't shoot a high percentage and live with that, because sometimes, especially big guys, they put them on an island and it's just not fair.
Good point. And here's Young. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Celtics in Boston. Dotson kicks to Barrett. Floats it up for Randall. Stolen by Collins. Young passes to Herter. Now, here's Hunter. Outside Collins. Pass to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Herter. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Young's shot is off.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Dotson kicks to Smith. Here's Dotson. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Right block shot. Robinson, that's good. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against Detroit. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Collins, that's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Attacking the teeth of that defense. This is where Collins makes his living.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for New York. Last time they met in New York.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we overanalyze things. Can be better to just let it go.
A work in progress for sure, but I like how Smith Jr. still keeps taking those deep shots.
Young with no one around. Again, Young missing.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Here's Randall, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Young, and the layup is good.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
New York leading by 5. Smith with it. He had 22 points in the win against the Pistons in Detroit. Randall against Collins. Randall dishes to Barrett. Here's Dotson. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Capella.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Now, here is Young. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Back to Capella. Stolen by Robinson. Stolen by Collins. Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Here's Smith. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
Yeah, easy call.
And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Kevin, he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
And he can't get the first one. Well, few players in the NBA are as scary as Dennis Smith Jr. when he has speed towards the rim.
Smith just attacks with a ferociousness when he puts the ball on the floor. It can leap out of the building and strong enough to dunk over and through just about any player. Still developing the rest of his game, but you like his aggression when going to the hoop.
You look at the Hawks franchise, moved to Atlanta in 1956. Since then, they've been unable to advance to the NBA Finals.
Now, here's Collins. Boy, he was something else against Boston. And it's Young, that time on the assist by Collins. Young's got his second bucket tonight.
Another area where Young excels, using the dribble to create space for his shot.
Well, with Atlanta, I think they wanted a fresh start a couple years ago, Steve, rather than be a middle-of-the-pack team.
Yeah, and a primary way to acquire stars is to reboot, dump salary, and nail your draft picks. Then, once you have the young nucleus in place, you add the veterans.
Now, here is Smith after Clint Capella's miss.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the mindset of Smith. Solid at running the offense and finding his teammates who are open.
The Hawks trail by 4. Young passes to Herter. It's stolen by Randall. Down low, Dotson. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Young. Following the score by New York. Robinson with the block. And Randall throws it down.
That's 250 pounds coming down on the rim. Randall attacking with ferocity.
Now, here is Young. The dish to Capella. Back to Young. Lobbed up there for Collins. Not going to go that time.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up at a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
It was really that second wave in the rotation that took the offense to another level.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Bembry's checked in for Kevin Herter, and it's Teagan for Young. And a switcher also for New York. Knox, he's checked in for Damian Dotson. And fan heckling that crosses the line, Smitty. We saw the Utah Jazz ban someone for life. How can the NBA do a better job of protecting the players?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I think each organization, let's take our hat off to the Utah Jazz. They acted swiftly and quickly, and I love what they did. They banned the fan for life, and I think you got to get more of that. And also, I think, you know, as far as the NBA and also along with these teams, have some kind of pregame, or like you said, before the season starts, just reinforcing and stating the rules.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws.
Well, Jeff Teague, one of the more calm players at the line, always looks to be in control.
The pass to Barrett. And it's Randall, top of the key. They get it again. Great positioning on the putback.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The Hawks trail by 10. Now Teague. 14 points from him the last game against Boston. Robinson with the block. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. Banked in off the glass.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now here's Teague. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Barrett. He's around 18 points per game, 4 rebounds and 4 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
6 to shoot. Teague for 3.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A 7th pick back in 2014. Julius Randle goes about 6'9", 240-pound Smitty, and he is one tough customer.
Yes, indeed, Kevin. A bruising paint present Julius Randle is. When he attacks the rim, he'll bulldoze defenders right out of the way.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Smith. Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more, the home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend so much time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both, the home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there. This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Now here's Jones. Ball's knocked loose. Teague can't hit. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisitions.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
So it's Atlanta now. The Knicks making the shot. Pass to Bembry. Looking to end the run. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Portis, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Gibson comes in for Randall, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Dennis Smith. Now here's Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. From deep. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. The Knicks leading by 19 points. Here's Barrett. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
And that one falls for Barrett.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Bembry. He had 13 points in the win against the Celtics in Boston. Kicks it to Jones. Outside Teague. Poke loose. Dedmon in the corner to end the cold streak. It's rebounded by Portis.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
The Hawks trail by 21. Passes it to Teague. That shot off. Great D that time from Gibson. And here's Barrett. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Jeff Teague.
I just love the way Gibson plays the game. Defensive minded, willing to do whatever it takes. It's easy to see why his teammates respect him.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Gibson. And both free throws good from Gibson. You know, the league is trying to maximize competition, Steve, and flatten the draft lottery odds has been one way to do it. Will that be enough, or is there still work to be done in that regard?
You know, I love the way they've done it so far, but I still think they can tweak it even more, and we'll get a better product on the floor where teams get a chance to compete for all 82 games. I like what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Payton with the ball. An 11-point game for him in the win against Detroit. Pass to Barrett. He dishes it to Gibson. From outside the arc. Barrett, no good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
A minute 20 left here in the opening quarter.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
And the basket by Knox.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
1:06 left to play here in the first. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bembry the pass to Teague. Comes up empty down low.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now, here's Portis. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Over Dedmon. And too long on the shot.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Teague is just so elusive on the court that he'll catch you leaning and force you to pick up a foul.
The Hawks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Two.
Free throw good, Teague. And so he makes both from the line. 19 seconds left here in the first quarter. Payton against Teague. Now here's Payton, guarded closely. Here's Barrett. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 8 points for R.J. Barrett. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. It's the Knicks running away with it. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I always said it's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, we've got Reddish. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Jones. Then there's Teague, and it's Bembry in at the shooting guard. So many NBA players now have their talented children playing in the NBA or in college and will soon be in the NBA. Smitty, whose kids stand out to you as potential superstars?
Hey, Kevin, Dale Curry, for sure.
No, wait. Okay, I could have gotten that one. Steph Curry. Who else, though? Who else catches your eye?
I think up and coming, LeBron's kid, Shaq's son, D-Wade's, and that's what you love. You see a lot of these guys, and it's great for me. I remember when they were little, Kevin, and now seeing them win in championships, being able to play on that stage is unbelievable.
He misses the free throw.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. good on the second free throw. Now here's Teague. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Elfrid Payton.
Well, when Teague has a step or two on the drive, he'll shield the ball and do his best to draw contact.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. And he makes the first. Kevin Huerter, he is checked in for the Hawks. And so Teague gets 2 free throws. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. And so Payton will bring it up for the Knicks. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's Portis. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Portis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Bobby Portis plays hard, gives 100%, puts himself in a position to succeed.
This Hawks squad is struggling. Fires top of the key. Young's shot is off.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Gibson. He averages about 5 points a game. Payton kicks to Portis. The 9-foot shot. And again, it's New York.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Now Young. Outside, Jones. Young dishes to Teague. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Collins comes in for Damian Jones. And Hunter subbed in for Jeff Teague. And Atlanta has possession. Capella, the pass to Huerter. Clock at 6. They get it back. For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Harkless kicks to Dotson. Back to Harkless. There's the pass to Portis. Shoots over Capella. Portis can't get it to go. The Hawks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Huerter. A 14-point game for him in the win against Boston. Drops in the tray.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him. They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Huerter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one.
Dotson the pass to Harkless. Portis with it. Clock at 4. Fader on the way. Misses off the right iron. The Hawks trail by 21. In the corner. Huerter with it. And finished off by Collins.
One of the best young lob men in the business. John Collins finished with an exclamation point.
And Greg Huerter, the 19th pick back in 2018. Sweet touch and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Huerter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
And stolen by Portis. Here's Payton. He gets that one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Huerter, following the basket by Elfrid Payton. Here's Huerter, defended by Harkless. Payton against Young. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it.
And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Young passes to Collins. Hawks passing it around. Shots good from Young. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He does a good job of making quick reads and quick decisions off ball screens. Young always looking under control.
Now here's Payton. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And here is Harkless. 5 on the clock. Gibson finds Payton. Over Young. That one wide left.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Harkless comes with a double team. Here's Huerter. Good on the shot. Huerter's got 5 points so far.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Dotson. He's got 7. Pass to Gibson. Stolen by Collins. For the finish. And finished off by Collins.
Using those long arms and quick hands to create the turnover. Collins, once again, finding ways to help this team.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And when he was drafted, there were questions, Smitty, about John Collins' best position. At 6'10", what do you think? Better as a 4 or a 5?
And you know what, Kevin? A lot of people called him a tweener. The way he's developed now, it's positional versatility. Whichever spot he plays, he's holding his own.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Bobby Portis. Randall comes in for Taj Gibson. Kevin Knox is checked in for Maurice Harkless. And Smith subbed in for Elfrid Payton. And here's the break. And there's Hunter on the assist by Young.
Few people see the floor as well as Trae. If you're open, he'll find you.
Smith with it. He has 5. Here's Dotson. The 7-footer falls. Dotson's got 5 points in the quarter.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 18. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Back to Huerter. And there's the feed to Collins. And that one, good. He's got 8.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Smith against Young. Here's Robinson. Another shot. Count it. Robinson's got 10 points in the game.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. Passes to Huerter. Young outside. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 5. Randall outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Collins. That misses off the backboard.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
I'll tell you what, Smith has one of the best first steps I've seen in a long time. This guy is outstanding in terms of how he explodes.
The Hawks trail by 18. Here's Herter. He's got 5. Here's Young. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Smith kicks to Dotson. This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So for the Hawks, Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's Teagan for Trae Young. He's perfect from the line this time. The Hawks trail by 18. Now Teague. 10 points for him. Robinson with the block.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Knox misses.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Bembry. Drops it in from 11 feet.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
New York leading by 16. Smith outside. Pass to Knox. Over Reddish. Knox misses. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. A shot by Reddish, no good. New York shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Nice shot by Smith.
Getting more comfortable shooting from inside. Even though Smith Jr. is smaller, he knows how to score in the paint.
1:53 left now here in the second. Outside Collins. Dishes it to T. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
The evolution of Randall's game. No matter where he is on the floor now, the defense has to pay attention.
The Knicks have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Randall.
The one thing about Julius Randle, he is still young and has a significant upside.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Atlanta. Jones comes in for John Collins. Barrett's checked in for the Knicks. Both free throws good from Randall. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Hawks. And the pass to Reddish. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the three well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up really 1 through 5.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. Here's Smith. He's got 9. We've got 1:13 left here in the second. Randall passes to Smith. Randall down low, defended by Jones, and that one drops. That's 10 points for Julius Randle.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
The Hawks trail by 21. Pass to Reddish. Here's Dedmon. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And stolen by Jeff Teague. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Teague against Smith. And here is Teague. He's got 10. 4 on the shot clock. Over Smith. Dedmon trying to break free. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got 6 here in this quarter.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
And so it's New York with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, what's working for you guys in the first half? How did you get yourselves going?
We were able to get out and run. We're getting it out the rim fast and getting out the court.
We'll see if you can keep running in the second half, Elfrid. Thank you. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. New York came out ready to play. They showed tremendous effort and drove the action early, starting off with a 9-2 run. At the end of the first quarter, they found themselves way out on top. Second quarter, tit for tat, as they say, as they traded buckets evenly, but it was clear they weren't going to give up any ground, able to close out the half still in blowout territory. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the basketball. They've sent bodies flying to the boards on every possession. They've been a stronger, quicker, tougher team by a wide margin. And it's that dominance on the glass that's going to win them this game.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And the Knicks with possession here. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points, setting the floor for the Knicks. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett is out there with Smith. And it's Dotson in at the 3 spot. Here's Robinson, rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hunter, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Out to the wing.
Right here, right here.
Here's Barrett. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Barrett's got 10.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Atlanta's shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Here's Young. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Okay, incredible body control. The will to complete the play. Young with the potential and one.
Smitty, interesting fact about Trae Young. Drafted by the Hawks, but he has a strong fear of birds.
Wow. I also heard he even had a meeting with their mascot, Harry the Hawk, to get a comfort zone with each other. They're cool now, but Trae Young, not a fan of other birds.
That free throw good from Young. And Smitty, the city of Atlanta, as you know, has really embraced Trae Young.
Kevin, they call him Ice Trae. The franchise handed him the keys, and he's running with it.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Pass to Smith. New York moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And Robinson throws it down hard.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Herter. He feeds it to Collins. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
That's how you set the table, and everybody gets to eat.
Smith kicks to Barrett. Now the pass to Randall. Over Collins. And there's Randall on the assist from Barrett. Barrett's got 5 assists in the game.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Young left side.
Get there, get there.
Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Smith.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Young dishes to Collins. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Young against Randall. From 15 feet away, Robinson with the block. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. And Barrett slams it in.
And this is Barrett at his best. Looking for a shot, being active on offense. Love it.
The Hawks shooting around 40% from the floor here. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Young against Smith. Again with the block. Making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the fort, anchoring the defense.
Portis, he's checked in for the Knicks. Reese Harkless comes in for Damian Dotson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hunter, no one around him. Atlanta again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Randall passes to Portis. Count that bucket. Portis has got 8 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Smith against Young. Will it go? He takes it up and lays it in. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
This kid knows when to shoot, when to drive, and when to kick. Trae Young has been out of this world tonight.
Pass to Randall. Here's Smith. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Here's Young, following the score by New York. Collins in the post. Randall on him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
As usual, beasting inside. John Collins puts defenders in no-win situations.
And it wasn't until midway through John Collins' second season at Wake Forest, Smitty, that he really jumped onto the NBA scouts' radar.
You're right. A 19-year-old sophomore. What he did, he led the nation in player efficiency rating. The production undeniable then and now.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
What's interesting about John Collins, he plays fast, but he's also measured in his approach.
A different look for New York. Taj Gibson's checked in for Randall, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Dennis Smith. Now here's Payton. Over to the left wing. Here's Barrett. Doesn't go for him. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Harkless the pass to Payton. Passes it to Gibson. Over Collins. No good from Gibson. The Hawks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And finished off by Collins.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. The Knicks have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Left side, Portis. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. 10 points for Bobby Portis.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Young against Payton. Young's shot is off.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
The first one falls, and the Hawks making a change here. Teague's checked in. Harkless hits them both. Young with the ball. 17 points in the game. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And it's Capella missing.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Hayton. And the layup's good off the glass. Hayton's got 5.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Atlanta. Outside Collins. Outside Teague. Over Barrett. That one off the back iron and out. Here's New York. They're on a 19-7 run. Payton kicks to Harkless. Over Young. The shot by Harkless, no good.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
So for the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for John Collins. And DeAndre Bembry's subbed in for Trae Young. Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Dedmon. Now, here's Hunter. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Back to Dedmon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Taj Gibson picks one up.
The thing about Dedmon, doesn't have a lot of go-to moves, but his activity causes havoc. Amazing story for Dwayne Dedmon. Didn't play organized basketball until he was 18, undrafted out of USC, but his talent has won out.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he may have picked up the game late, but Dedmon is making up for lost time.
What I like, he's improved his hands and decision-making. Even added a three-point shot the last couple of years. You can tell he's putting the work in.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Jones comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Reddish in for Hunter. Good on the second free throw.
A terrific athlete. Dedmon went undrafted a few years back, but now he's starting to grasp the mental side of the game.
Now here's Payton. He has 5. Right side, Portis. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Reddish. Getting around 12 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Pocket 2. He was all alone on that one. 12 points for Bobby Portis.
Bobby Portis has the ability now to hit shots on all 3 levels.
Here's Bembry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
For Atlanta, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Teague, the pass to Bembry. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3, and Gibson sends it back.
Nice defense from Taj, one of the best rim protectors in this league.
Smooth sailing for New York. There's the pass to Barrett. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got 8 points in the quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Payton against Teague. Here's Bembry. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Great size by Bobby Portis. Would love to see him block more shots, but he got all of that one.
Now, here's Barrett. Defense right on him. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
He gets it in there.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Teague, the pass to Dedmon. Back to Teague. To halt the run. Got a hand on it.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
The dish to Jones. Back to Teague. Payton with some nice D.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The Hawks shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Teague for 3. The Knicks pull it in.
I can't believe he hasn't hit a shot all period. Someone else needs to step up and help close the gap.
Barrett, and it's blocked. And Teague, here we go, and it's slammed in by Teague.
And when you get as much speed going to the rim as Teague does, sometimes momentum just carries you in to a slam like that one.
Now here's Payton. He's got 5. He kicks it to Barrett. Pass to Gibson. Good work defensively by Jones.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Payton against Teague. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. For the Knicks, Robinson's checked in for Bobby Portis. Randall comes in for Taj Gibson. And Damian Dotson subbed in for Barrett. Here's Knox. 11 points in the game. Dotson kicks to Robinson. Some nice passing by New York here. Kept alive by New York. Dedmon with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon. Hard to get your shot over that.
Outside Teague. Over Randall. That one rolling around and rims out.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now here's Randall. 12 points for him. Robinson. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bembry the pass to Jones. Passes to Dedmon. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 12. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Excellent pass from Dedmon. This is what you're asking your guys to do. Be aggressive, trust one another, and make plays for each other.
Here's Randall, and it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And so it's New York sitting on a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Reddish out there with Bembry. Then it's Jones. And it's Fernando in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's Trier. To the left wing. Randall passes to Ellington. To the wing on the left. Deep 2 from Trier. No good that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Here's Bembry. Ellington defending. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Bembry. Here's Graham. No good on the 3. Randall down low. Graham defending. And Randall throws it down.
Sometimes he could be a little streaky. Randall has found a groove here tonight, though.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Bembry the pass to Reddish. Steve, revenue's climbing. We're seeing some star players make $40+ million a year. Top coaches making around $10 million a year. My goodness. You think coaches are due for a raise, though, Steve?
You know, I think all parties involved, the numbers will keep going up, Kevin. The franchise values are going up to over $1 billion. So I think coaches will get a raise, players will get a raise at a high level, especially for coaches. If they're winning, their numbers will go up.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Hawks. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. And that one drops for him.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Back to Trier. Ellington from outside. Fernando pulls it in. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Robinson. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Graham. Outside, Jones. He dishes it to Reddish. Jones trying to get open. That shot off. The Knicks go the other way with it. Now Reddish. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Julius Randle picks one up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Smitty, the league's unveiled a new way for fans to watch. 99 cents. You get a 10-minute viewing pass for every out-of-market game. That's something.
I love it, Kevin, because I think a lot of times with social media, people are start talking about a game, and you can jump right in and get a chance to catch the most important part of the game.
And making it so affordable.
Yes, indeed. 99 cents. That sounds good to me.
Now here is Carter. Ellington defending. And here's Reddish. And it's blocked.
Not a traditional rim protector. Randle gets by on effort and instinct.
Trier passes to Harkless. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. That free throw good from Randle. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Shot from 12. Good on the bucket. Carter's got his first basket of the night. New York's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Trier, defended by Carter. Harkless kicks to Ellington. So much new technology, a lot of it so exciting, Steve. Did you see the demo of the jersey that can change a player's name and number the other day? Wow, that was something.
I did. I saw the demonstration that Adam Silver did. It is fantastic. I was thinking about myself, Kevin. I played for 7 teams. That's a lot of changing of the name and number.
It really is. Here's Young, following the basket by Julius Randle. Over Harkless. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
Ellington, that one, no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Young in the corner. The 3 drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 20 points.
It just looks like it's going in every time. Maybe because we've already seen Trey do this so many times.
Harkless the pass to Ellington. Back to Harkless. Lets it fly. Off the left rim and out. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Graham with the ball. Guarded now by Harkless. Inside. And the basket by Jones.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
For New York, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Here's Trier. Ellington the pass to Bullock. 5 to shoot. Good. Bullock's got his first basket. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. And the pass to Carter. Outside, Jones. Carter looking around. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got 4 rebounds in this game. Trier passes to Randle. 3-pointer. Alonzo Trier. And that's good. Trier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Hawks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Carter outside, pass to Young. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar. There's no off-season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off-season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody's looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Jones finds Carter. Knocked away. Back to Jones. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Ellington. That one drops for him. Ellington's got 4 points this quarter.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
The Hawks shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Young passes to Jones, and here's Carter. Dishes to Young. Passes it to Fernando. Clock at 6. Hawks passing it around. Here's Graham, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Tipped away. Young with the ball. With the NBA looking to improve officiating, Smitty, they'd like to revise the rule book to more closely match the way the game is played. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, we have to evolve. I think now the game has evolved to more three-point shots, so you got to look at also defense, hand checking, and now we're talking a lot about, you know, room for guys to land, whether it's a foul or not. So I think it will evolve, and it should be because the game is evolving.
And Atlanta has possession following the score by New York. Carter kicks to Young. They could use a bucket. Unloads from 9, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And Randall throws it down.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Young passes to Graham. Carter outside. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. So for the Hawks, Wayne Dedmon comes in for Damian Jones. And it's Reddish in for Young. And then for New York, Mitchell Robinson comes in for Randall. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Wayne Ellington. And the Knicks with possession here. Payton outside. Pass to Harkless. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Knocked loose and stolen by Payton. The pass to Trier. To the paint. The shot by Harkless, no good. Hawks shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Carter, the pass to Fernando. Over in the corner, Reddish. I saw this the other day, Steve. The NBA now helping to create the Basketball Africa League. 12 teams from across that terrific continent I think it's pretty exciting.
It is. This is an incredible story. Great for the sport and great for the people of Africa.
Now, here's Reddish. Pass to Fernando. 1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. The Knicks making a switch here. Ellington's checked in. And so Graham will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4 on the clock. Carter outside. Shot to stop the run. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And they double up Payton. Passes it to Trier. Wide open. Tries again. Here's Robinson. And he banks in the layup.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for New York.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second.
Oh! Boy, did he go way up for that one.
Oof. They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Kevin Knox is checked in for New York. Dedmon with it. Robinson picks him up. Shot clock at 5. Can they get it? A shot by Reddish, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Ellington. Shoots the 3. It's Dedmon with the rebound. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Elfrid, first off, congrats on the win. What was the key to getting this one?
Oh, man, we made shots. We did a good job of, just getting to the rim.
Big effort tonight, Elfrid. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.